Welcome to our first DCS World Quick Start Guide. Our first aircraft we're going to do today is the P-47 Thunderbolt, also known as the Jug by flyers in World War II. Let's get in the cockpit here and get this thing going. Now there are more better guides out there if you want to do a comprehensive, real, true, full start. This is the way I do it just to get from the ramp to the runway as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and get started. And always go left to right whenever you're doing any kind of start procedures. Now down here on my green cursor, my little yellow crosshairs, that's our fuel tank. Let's go ahead and turn that, right click, main on, straight like that. Moving up, we have our rudder trim. Set to take off, right there below my yellow crosshairs. Next up is our flaps. Now they're going to show that they're still down. There's no power to the aircraft, that's why. Once we get started, those will retract on their own. These three switches down here, the one closest to us, on the green cursor, where it says generator switch, let's turn that to up, on. Above that, we have our throttle assembly control. We'll push that forward about an inch, so we can see the rest of our knobs down here. Now the red one is our mixture. Go and set that full forward. Next is Propeller Rpm, same deal, all the way forward. And then we'll move up to the left side of the control panel. Magneto, right here, that's the red switch. Right click that all the way over to the right. It will say both. Right here, there we go. Battery, turn that to on. And you can see the gauges come on the cockpit now. Those are all live, very good. Now on the P-47, you had to manually prime the engine before you could get it to turn over, and that is this little knob right here, where it says primer. We'll right click that to unlock it, and then we're going to pump it 6 times. Left click, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right click again to lock it. Now if you want, you can set the parking brakes, and that is down here. Since you're trying to roll fast, I'll use the rudder pedals and the toe brakes to keep it in place here. Let those guys fly past, there we go. Now the next step is we have our starter. Where's my green cross there? Starter switch. Now there's 2 steps to this. We need to left click down, takes about 8 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we'll right click to engage the ignition here. Turning over, and she caught. Perfect. So at this point, you're ready to taxi out to the runway. Left clear, right clear. RPMs are at about 10,000, it's a little fast. Back it down to about 9, right there. And you can see RPMs here, right down here, on my yellow crosshair again. Check in just to make sure nobody snuck up on us here while we were looking at that. We're good. So now I'll release the toe brakes. Start engine forward here. Use the right toe brake to get her turned the right direction here. A little bit on the left. This is a process here. These tail draggers, you couldn't see past the nose, obviously. So you do S-turns, or the duck walk, as they used to call it, back in the 1940s. And you do that all the way down the taxiway. And it's a really long taxiway here. And that's how it works. Thanks for watching. Look forward to our next video where we do an actual takeoff. Thanks, guys.